And now, the starting lineup for Birmingham Legion FC. Batting goal at number 1, Matt Van Okel. Defender number 25, Moses Mensah. Defender number 3, your captain, Bonwell Kavita. Defender number 21, Alex Pernali. Defender number 20, A.J. Patterson. Midfielder number 14, Derek Dotson. Midfielder number 4, Ramiz Hamoudou. Midfielder number 8, Kobe Foster Hernandez. Forward number 19, Enzo Martinez. Forward number 11, Dawson McCartney. And forward number 29, Stefano Pino. Legion FC is led by head coach Tommy Zoe.
I get those goosebumps every time. I need that high, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713, 21 year mind.
After a busy stretch last week, Birmingham Legion got some much-needed rest and are back at home tonight, taking on another Western Conference challenger in Orange County SC, who have made their very first trip to the Magic City for this clash. Which one of these two potential playoff squads can string together a positive result tonight? We'll find out as our coverage of the USL Championship starts now. From an overcast Birmingham, Alabama, good evening and welcome to our coverage of the USL Championship tonight, featuring Birmingham Legion taking on Orange County SC. Up in our broadcast booth, glad to have you with us here tonight. Alongside Morgan Coase making his return, glad to have you back. I'm Blake Gardner, and Morgan, both of these two teams trying to build off positive results they earned last weekend.
They certainly are, and you look at Legion FC, they had a dominating second-half performance against New Mexico. In New Mexico, they're now the only team in USL Championship so far this season to take a point at Isotopes Park. And then you look at the result that Orange County had last week against San Antonio with a 2-0 win. They're going to look to build on that and build on that momentum. And Legion FC is a great team to do that against because they haven't necessarily been great at home so far this year.
Well, if Orange County are going to take points here at Protective Stadium tonight, it probably starts with a strong performance from the guy who leads their line tonight once again. That's Ethan Zubak.
It certainly does. And Zubak has 4 goals and an assist so far this year. And he's really had to step up for Orange County since the injury to Thomas Ameng. He's 6'3", and he's really not afraid to go put himself in harm's way to score a goal. In speaking with Coach Hardiman earlier this year, he said Zubak does a lot of the work off the ball that doesn't get the credit it deserves and doesn't show up on stat sheets. It's going to take a gritty performance from him and his teammates tonight, and they will need to keep from going 3 away games in a row without a goal in order to do that.
Meanwhile, on the other side for Birmingham Legion, it's Enzo Martinez, who the Legion hope is the playmaker tonight.
Absolutely. He leads the team in assists. He's got a tie for the lead in most goals for the team this year, and he just knows how to get it done. He's the Energizer Bunny. When he gets on the ball, he can be very dangerous. Historically, he scored 30 goals in 99 matches for Legion FC, and he ranks second all-time in USL Championship with 120 goal involvements. That's 72 goals and 48 assists in USL Championship. He's going to be integral for their success tonight.
We'll see if Martinez and the Legion attack can get going tonight here on their home turf. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting 11s plus kickoff between Birmingham Legion and Orange County right after this.
I'm Chelsea, and a little thing I like about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is I think it's just a perfect combination of ingredients. The pepper jack cheese and that spiciness of the sandwich. It's the right type of spice and the right amount of spice. It's crunchy on the outside, but then really tender on the inside. And then obviously the pickles on the bottom are iconic. There are too many things I like about it. I don't know if I can finish the thought.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
I need to try it first. Yeah.
Season tickets on sale now.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Almost time for kickoff, but first let's get a look at each side's starting 11s. And Morgan, let's start first with Orange County. The road team tonight under Paul Hardiman has not made a single change to the lineup that got all 3 points last weekend.
That's right, and that speaks a little bit to their injury list that they have going on, but I really want to point out 18-year-old Jemison for Orange County and Lamb over on the right side. They're going to make it difficult for Legion FC down their left side with McCartney and Mensah. They've got 7 goals and 2 assists between the two of them so far this year.
Meanwhile, on the other side of things for Birmingham Legion FC, 4 changes for head coach Tom Stone tonight.
Yeah, and they had a tough run of matches. They traveled a lot. They're back at home field. and home beds. But Cavita on the right is a little bit different than they normally do. Dotson pushing forward, so we'll see how this goes for them tonight. Looking forward to seeing this lineup.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Budgets. As we look at our referees for this evening's contest, led by Matt Thompson, the Mississippi native and former USL Referee of the Year. Gets his 8th USL Championship match here this year. It'll be his second time seeing Orange County, and Paul Hardyman, the 60-year-old, is now the interim head coach and has been for about the last month or so in Orange County. Morten Carlson made the move over to Denmark. On the other touchline there is Tom Sohn, the 58-year-old, now in his 6th season, the only head coach that Birmingham Legion have known since coming into the USL Championship back in 2019. It's the Sprite Chill kits for Birmingham Legion. It's the Country Road kits for Orange County. And with the rain cleared away, we are underway at Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. The second overall meeting between Birmingham Legion and Orange County. These two teams met for the very first time last summer over at the Champ in Irvine, California. Orange County got the first goal. Birmingham Legion got the next two, thanks to Juan Agadello and Enzo Martinez. Got all 3 points in Cali that night. We'll see what is in store for tonight as Enzo Martinez trying to work it across the park. It was cut out. Now Orange County bring it back under control. Something to keep an eye on tonight is certainly going to be the weather. It has rained a lot in central Alabama over the past week. The rain has cleared up as we kick things off here tonight. Let's hope it stays that way. Good news is at least it's brought the temperature down as Jamison gets to this over the top. Jamison didn't catch it clean, and Kernali with a no-nonsense clearance gets it away from trouble.
Yeah, Legion FC, you're going to be careful there. That's something that was very simple, just straight route one over the top. Mensa's going to have to make sure he doesn't get caught out because that's a guy you don't want at the ball at his feet in dangerous positions.
Chada was going to throw that in. Instead, he leaves it for Owen Lamb, one of the guys, Morgan, you touched on there in the open, and now Lamb's going to leave it as well. This is going to be a long throw for Orange County as they get some bodies forward for the first time tonight. Ryan Flood is going to try to chuck this into the penalty area.
Yeah, you've seen the Kim and Chavez coming forward for this as well.
Does reach the penalty area. Mensa got a piece of it. And the offside flag now does come up. Can't be offside on the throw, but can be after it's touched.
That is correct.
Matt Van Oekel wastes no time putting it back into play for the Legion. The 37-year-old goalkeeper is back in the starting 11 tonight for the first time since June 9th. An early foul free kick given to Birmingham and an early yellow card shown as the ball was kicked away. And again, Morgan, that's a point of emphasis for the referees here in 2024.
It has, and speaking to pro this year, pro referees, they've discussed that, and they said there's going to be no tolerance for it. And so it's good to see Matt Thompson go give that card early on to establish the fact that that's going to be called.
So Kyle Scott, the Englishman, shown an early yellow card. Not ideal, just 2.5 minutes into the match for Orange County. Van Oekel sends this away in the direction of Dawson McCartney. Lamb got ahead to it first. Here's Ramis Hamoda. The youngster gets another start tonight, just 16 years old, but it's his 4th start and his 4th start in the last 5 matches overall. Derek Dotson on the other side of the park working with Fonwell Kavita tonight, who is more of a fullback tonight than a center back. It is a significant change from what Birmingham usually show at the back line.
It is, especially seeing Kavita playing wide right, but you know, he's got tons and tons of experience. If there's anybody you can put out there, he understands the game. He is the captain. You have to rely on your captain to do things sometimes that maybe somebody else can't do for you at the moment. But interesting to see how his night progresses, playing on the width instead of playing in the middle.
Scott taken off it by Pino. It falls for Martinez. His shot blocked away. Kavita trying to apply pressure, keep it down here. Scott got to the header and a foul and a free kick given. Looks like Kavita made a little bit of contact there. As you can see Andrew Fox having a conversation with our referee tonight. Free kick for Orange County, and it gives us a chance to look at our injury report tonight, and it is a lengthy one for both sides. It kind of has defined the season for both of these two teams. Of course, Brian Olowski out with that torn ACL he suffered last month. That's a huge, huge loss for Orange County, but it is a laundry list that remains unavailable Coach Hardyman in Orange County. Meanwhile, Birmingham Legion continue to be without some key pieces as well. Matthew Corcoran, Mikey Lopez, Stephen Awegbo, Mohamed Touray. Jake Roof not healthy enough to get into the 18 tonight either. Good news for Birmingham is Tyler Pasher is healthy enough to get into the 18. We expect to see him at some point tonight. Derek Dodson's able to bring that down. Dodson racing to the byline, couldn't get the cross away.
I'm looking forward to seeing Dodson get in more advanced positions to whip balls in for Pino to go and get on the end of. I think he does a fantastic job as an outside right back going forward. I think he'll have the capability. He certainly has a technical skill to get forward and whip balls in. Let's just see if he gets more opportunities playing in a little bit more of an advanced role tonight.
As Orange County start to build for the back once again. 5 minutes gone tonight here at Protective Stadium. Two teams trying to find their footing even without some of their key pieces. Those injuries have led to up and down performances for both of these two teams so far this year. 27 points for Orange County, 28 for Birmingham. Both coming off arguably some of their strongest work of the year last weekend. Orange County 2-0 winners at home against San Antonio. A big-time second half propelled them to that victory. They were held without much of the ball in the first half. That certainly changed in the second 45. Well, Birmingham Legion had a big second half as well against New Mexico, earning a 1-1 draw, as Morgan said off the top. The only team to go to Albuquerque and take points off of the best team in the Western Conference so far this year. As Carnali won that ball in the air, Martinez got to the second header as well, and now McCartney got a piece, but not enough. It'll be a throw for Orange County. The storyline for Birmingham has been, can they turn those solid performances on the road into strong ones here at home? After 3 games in 8 days, the Legion had a full chance to recuperate, recover, get back to work here on their home turf. Dustin McCartney, chance to show off a little bit of pace working with Pino.
And we talked about Enzo Martinez. He picks that ball up. He wins it off of Orange County in a good position. But instead of taking it, getting the ball and releasing it quickly, he takes a couple extra touches. Enzo's known for that, right? He can be a little bit of a wild card, and you kind of have to take some of the good with sometimes you see something and want him to play a little bit quicker. But he is one of the most creative players in the league, and he certainly has earned his right to do that. But you know, sometimes you just want to see him play it a little bit quicker.
Good defending that time by Orange County, but they can't break out of the pressure. Powers not quite on the same page with Scott. Birmingham wastes no time throwing it back into play as the rain has started to come down. It's a bit of a light drizzle right now. Hernandez Foster a bit too far out front of Dawson McCartney. Be a goal kick for Orange County, and Morgan gives us a chance to look at our keys to the game tonight. Let's start first with the visitors from California. How do they get a road result tonight?
Yeah, they need to get service into Zubac. He's a big boy. He'll go up and he'll find the ball and he'll mix it up and score goals with his head. He ranks in per FOTMOB. He ranks in the 96th percentile in aerial duels won amongst his peers. And then again, they need to focus on themselves. Coach Hardiman spoke this week about how much he believes in this team and their ability to get results and grind things out. They need to press and win the ball in the right places and bury the chances that they earn. On the other side for Legion FC, they need to protect protective. They have to find a way to get victories at home. It doesn't have to be pretty. They just got to find a way to do it. And then keep the faith. They've scored 8 goals in the last 15 minutes. Orange County have given up 9 in the last 15 minutes, which is second most in the league. Only Hartford have given up more in the last 15 minutes of a game.
Dawson McCartney ran into a crowd and from his backside still got a shot away, but couldn't get a ton behind it. It's a comfortable save for Tomas Gomez. He makes just his second start as a member of Orange County. Hopefully got a little bit more time on the training ground with his new teammates. Gomez on loan from RSL, was acquired last week. Orange County in need of a starting goalkeeper. Gomez got exactly 1 training session in with Orange County before coming up and posting a clean sheet against San Antonio and earning a USL Team of the Week nod to boot. Impressive performance from the 31-year-old who is playing his first real competitive action in basically a calendar year. Here's Kyle Scott, who picks up his head, had a couple of options, didn't like what he saw in front of him. Trying to connect with Owen Lamb, got it to him. Zubac able to turn. Taken off it by A.J. Patterson. Scott trying to keep it away from Martinez, who was pulled backwards, and that's going to be a yellow card shown to Kyle Scott, brought to you by Rubio Law Firm.
Yeah, it's good, good tough defending from Legion FC there, and Enzo Martinez to win that ball and then get away, and then Scott goes and pulls him, and that's an obvious one, right? You can't get away with yanking a guy's shirt back a couple of feet, and Enzo Martinez earns that card, and Legion FC get the game back underway for us.
So Scott has been booked, and I believe Ryan Flood was the recipient of the first yellow card of the night for the kick away after the foul. So 2 early yellow cards shown to Orange County. We'll see if that plays a factor as the night progresses. Good work from McCartney and Mensah in tight spaces. All the way back to Alex Cronali, who pairs at central defense tonight with A.J. Patterson. Birmingham Legion defense that was leaky early in the year has been much stronger as of late. Dotson tried to play that first time. Andrew Fox not having it. Dotson quickly gets it back in. Hamoda, bit too tall for Pino and McCartney.
I really like that from Legion FC and from A.J. Patterson. That's a great driven ball out to Dotson. He tried to play it one time back centrally to Hamuda, but it doesn't come off. Get the ball right back in, throw it in. Hamuda gets on it, whips the ball in. Don't get on the end of it, but you can see the intent, and you can see that the speed of play from Legion FC is a little bit quicker than it has been at some points this season.
Turf's going to start playing quicker too, as that rain is picked up for more than a light drizzle. It's coming down a little bit more now. Artificial surface here in Protective Stadium, and a big one at that. Does Orange County come to Protective Stadium for the very first time? And head coach Paul Hardiman taking over here for Orange County over the last month. He's going to be the head man in Orange County the rest of 2024. And talking with him earlier in the week, said not a whole lot's changed. This is a guy, of course, who's been with the club since 2021. So a lot has stayed the same even after Morton Carlson departed. The biggest question for Orange County is, can they get healthy enough to make a push here over the back half of this season and secure their playoff positioning? They come into tonight 7th out in the West, in what's a very tight West outside of New Mexico at the top, who have gained a bit of separation from the rest of the pack.
It was interesting talking to him. He's had to manage minutes and guys coming back from injury, and it was funny. He was talking about how sometimes that has to change a little bit on the fly, and you have to play a player a little bit longer than what you would have wanted to. And as a former player himself, I asked him straight up. I was like, well, if a coach ever asks you if you're good to continue playing, what did you tell him? And he goes, oh, I told him I could keep going, absolutely. So I have to tote that line, is what he said, with his training staff and with his players, to make sure that they get the ample amount of rest that they need, but they also go out and get results too.
Marcus Nakim was one of those guys who was on a minutes restriction last week, ended up scoring the goal that gave Orange County a lead as the offside flag goes up against Ethan Zubak. We'll see how many minutes Marcus Nakim, the Norway international, has in the tank here tonight. Matt Van Okel gets everybody organized and puts it back in play. A little more than 12 minutes gone so far tonight. Birmingham Legion once again in the Sprite Chill kits for the second time this year. Another partnership with their jersey sponsor Hummel. New partnership here in 2024. Hoping for a little bit better result than the last time here at home on national TV in front of Rhode Island. Drop points here at home, 3-1 Rhode Island, the final score last Wednesday. Birmingham on short rest, on a quick turnaround. Got a result in New Mexico, something they hope to build on tonight. Scott into the half space. Finds Dylan Powers, who keeps it moving. Kim working with Owen Lamb. Morgan, this is something else to watch tonight. Paul Hardiman saying he wanted Orange County to have a little bit more of the ball. They had very little of it in the first half against San Antonio at home last week, and that certainly was changing in the second half, and it led to more positivity going forward for Orange County.
And he talks a little bit about he wanted to make sure that they press in the right places when they don't have the ball so they can win it in good spots and get at Legion FC. And so it'll be interesting to see how all that works out. We've noticed them kind of, when they don't have the ball, they're very, very tight. They're very compact. They're probably about 35 yards front to back, which makes it very difficult to play in between. You almost have to either go around them or over them in that situation, or find a way to win the ball like this.
And so Martinez won it back for Birmingham. He's still got options out wide. Dodson, first time, it's cut out by Nakim.
That's good defending from Nakim because he's in a tough spot. You've given the ball away, and when that happens in your midfield, you end up scrambling as a center back because you're not expecting to defend in that moment because you don't expect your teammate to give the ball away. So a great job for him to get back, get his body squared up, and then get to that ball first before Pino could get to it.
Birmingham will rebuild through their back line. Cronali gaining a little bit of width, and Birmingham resetting things on the attack. As the first quarter hour has come and gone. So far scoreless between Birmingham and Orange County. Patterson plays the big ball. Dodson calmly heads it down. Martinez a little bit of space again. Couldn't quite switch it across to McCartney. Bryce Jamison getting a touch. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Gomez.
Speaking of Jamison, we've got him who's 18, and we also have Amuda who is 16. A couple of teenagers who are making their name known in this league and really starting to grow into themselves. Jamison, he's got 4 goals and an assist so far this year. He's been great. The Atlanta, Georgia native. And then you've got Amuda who's come in, and as you said, he's got his 4th start tonight and 5th appearance, I think, maybe a few more. But he's come in and he's done a great job since getting himself ingrained into this team.
Amuda just 16 years old, turned 16 this past May. The brightest young pieces in this Birmingham Legion setup. His minutes have only increased so far this summer after some injuries opened up a spot. He had a trip to the U.S. Youth National Team camp as well, came back with a little bit more confidence. I've seen his role grow here over the past month plus as Matt Van Oekel collects here. 16-year-old in midfield, a 37-year-old in goal. Matt Van Oekel, the second oldest player who has registered minutes in the USL Championship this year. Only defender Yuma in El Paso. Older player in the USL Championship so far this year, but he's played much fewer minutes than Van Oekel has. McCartney, a good serve. Pino almost got on the end of it. Who touched it last? Referee says Pino. It's a goal kick.
I love that pattern from Legion FC. That's the 3rd or 4th time you've seen it. The previous times we saw it go from Patterson out to Dodson on the right. And this time you see it, Cronali go all the way out to McCartney. And he has a great first touch and then whips that ball in. And Pino has an opportunity to get in and go potentially score a goal. But again, great defending from Orange County and from Lamb getting over and across to defend that ball. Excuse me, Chavez, not Lamb.
Jordan Chavez, the 27-year-old from Southern California. Just his 6th start tonight, but he started 6 of the last 7. Meanwhile, for Orange County, they're going to play down a man for a moment because Andrew Fox came over to their bench and asked for a change in footwear. He quickly threw off whatever cleats he started the night with and has grabbed a new pair of boots. Again, the playing surface starting to get a little bit slicker here as the rain has continued to come down over the last 10 minutes or so.
It's a great job from Gomez. You talk about he hasn't played a game in almost a calendar year, but he pretty much killed all the time where Powers was away and off, and that's just something you get from a veteran.
Dodson clatter behind the play. Referee plays the advantage as Pino held it up. Here's McCartney out wide. Mensah gets it right back to him. Can McCartney squeeze off service? No. Who touched it last? Referee says Orange County did. It'll lead to the first corner of the night for Birmingham, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
It's a great opportunity for Legion FC to get their big bodies forward. You got Patterson, Kavita, Pino, Cronali. I mean, all of those guys are over 6'3" and can get up and can score goals. We've seen them all do it so far. Patterson got his first goal for Legion FC last week on a corner. Cronali has scored some spectacular ones. Kavita got a goal earlier this year. off of a scramble from a quarter. So, and we all know what Pino did in the Open Cup.
See if Derek Dodson can pick any of them out here. Towards the back post, a bit too tall for Pino. And Corrali couldn't quite fight through all that traffic back there.
Yeah, I think that's a good service from Dodson. He got it into the right spot. Cornali just couldn't lose his marker to get around. You know, Legion FC have been very consistent in what they do on corners when they go to serve it. They're looking to aim to the back post and then head it back across to create some havoc. And in that moment, they weren't able to do it, but I would expect Legion FC to kind of continue to stick to their bread and butter. They've been pretty good so far on corners this year.
Gomez puts the new ball back in play. Fans Select is the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice.
Interesting, just now you saw Zubak drop very, very deep to pick up the ball and get a couple of touches. As a center forward, you want to touch the ball, but you know, in a system like this, you're not going to touch it as much, so you might find yourself drifting back deeper into the game to just get a touch and kind of get a feel for it a little bit. And you saw him do that there, but it's not where they want him to be.
Van Oekel quick off his line to cut out any of that. Not a bad move, though, from Fox, who had evaded a couple of defenders to play it through. Rain continuing to fall as we approach the halfway point of our opening 45 minutes. Just the second overall meeting between Birmingham Legion and Orange County. Mensa safely chests that back to a guy they call MVO around these parts. And Van Oekel looking for his fourth clean sheet here in 2024. Bernali pings it across the park. Lovely. Finds the waiting foot of Mensa down the line. McCartney trying to turn in that deep corner. Who touched it last? McCartney did. That's excellent one-on-one defending from Nakem.
Yeah, and I don't know if the camera caught this, but you can see it from up here in the booth. McCartney made a run centrally, and it took Lamb with him, which allowed Cornali to play that ball into Mensa, into space, and have the time to get it down and then put it down the line for McCartney. So Legion FC are starting to do some things off the ball that are making Orange County rotate and shift in ways that may not want to if they had their choice.
Good recovery there for Brian Flood. Keeps that in play. Flood, the man on loan from Phoenix Rising, has all of a sudden turned into a vital part here for Orange County since coming over.
On the flip side, just a moment ago, Chata was screaming for that ball and had his hands waving. He had acres of space in the middle there for Orange County.
Martinez has a little bit of space here. Dodson made the run. Martinez couldn't quite get it to him. Good job by Orange County to get back and get organized, get bodies behind the ball. Amoda, a bit of space. Dodson tried to flick it to Martinez. He went to ground, didn't get the whistle he was looking for. Pino on the turn. Was he pulled down? Referee says yes, just outside the area. A free kick for Birmingham forthcoming.
Kobe Hernandez-Foster picks his ball up. He's got a wicked left foot. Enzo Martinez just takes it out of his hands and says, "Listen, young man, I've been here a lot longer than you have."
Another look here at the challenge. It's a little bit of a tug from Bryce Jamison, but enough to get Stefano Pino in the Legion the whistle there. And this is going to be a very tight window to get this thing up over the wall and down. Free kick brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see if Legion FC try and go under the wall here. If Orange County is the type of team that like to jump in these situations.
Tapped once, twice, and it's whistled through on goal by Patterson. That's a big-time stop from Gomez. Dodson serves. Gomez makes the play. Tomas Gomez, the first big stop of the night.
Yeah, and he had to get both of his hands and both strong hands behind that one because J.J. Patterson got all of that ball. A little surprised Orange County was a little slow getting out to challenge this. I mean, but Gomez stood tall, stood up to the task, got two strong hands behind it. That's a great save. And if you're a goalkeeper and you get the opportunity to make a slick save like that, and a good one, it only allows you to grow in confidence throughout the rest of the game.
Dodson pings it across. Martinez brought it down. Martinez couldn't squeeze it off. It fell almost back at his feet. Pino turns and only finds the side netting.
That's a great sequence from Legion FC, again, coming forward with intent and with pace. They weren't slow. They got the ball. They got it wide. Fantastic cross from Legion FC. And then, it just kind of ping-pongs around in here. It's who wants it, who's going to get it, and Pino lands at his feet and unfortunately couldn't wrap his foot around it for Legion FC fans.
That move all started with the 16-year-old Ramiz Hamoda. Some positive play there to get it forward and get it wide. Tomas Gomez getting tested a little bit here over the past couple of minutes, but so far so good. Five minutes gone. Blake Gardner, Morgan Copes, your crew here with you tonight for Birmingham Legion in Orange County. Which of these two sides picks up their 9th win of the year and gets them over that 30-point mark here for 2024. What a ball that is from Patterson. Dodson on the run. Dodson couldn't quite wrap his foot around it to get it on frame.
There it is again. I think that's the third or fourth time Patterson has picked that diagonal. So Legion FC, the coaching staff, Tom Sohn, Eric Avila, they've obviously seen something that they're trying to exploit in the defense for Orange County.
There is that Birmingham coaching staff who came prepared tonight. Rain jackets, certainly the move, given how much rain we've had in central Alabama this week. By the way, Birmingham fans, you can stay up to date on all the latest Legion FC news by following @BHM Legion on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, or downloading the Legion FC app, the App Store or on Google Play. That's @BHM Legion on social media and the Legion FC app, your home for all things Birmingham Legion FC. Birmingham back at home tonight, hoping for a positive result. Haven't had as many of those here at Protective Stadium as they would have preferred so far this year. Tulsa McCartney earlier in the week said, quote, "Our record at home is not acceptable right now. For us, it's 3 points or nothing." At the goal tonight for Legion FC, who have been the more progressive of the two sides so far tonight, but don't have that opening goal to show for it yet. Jamison hit by Martinez. Referee does not blow the whistle, as now it looks like he might have. It was a very late whistle as Jamison is slow to get up.
Gotta wonder if the coaching staff from Orange County, Paul Hardiman and his assistant, got up and kind of earned that call, got in Matt Thompson's ear. He had a great look at them and their bench, and obviously it took quite a bit of time for him to blow that whistle, but
that's probably the right call. Free kick for Orange County. And Enzo Martinez, who had his hand around Matt Thompson's shoulder, warmly greeted him at kickoff. Now yelling at him less than a half hour later. That's about right. It's a love-hate relationship sometimes between players and referees.
It certainly is.
Good turn by Scott. He's got options. Jamison one of them. Jamison goes down. Zubak off the post. Ethan Zubak just inches away from opening the scoring. Still defending to do here for Birmingham. As Hamoda goes to ground to win it back.
That's fantastic for Hamoda. You don't see that normally from a 16-year-old. Credit to him for going in, using his body, getting in the right spot first, right? Knowing where the ball is going to be, but finding the man first, getting in his way, and knowing that you're going to have the ability to play the ball or take a little bit of hit from a defender. But again, looking at Zubak and getting on the end of that ball, look at this. Jamison gets to it first. Think there might be a foul. Zubak just walks onto it and just absolutely pings it off the post.
That is excellent work from Bryce Jamison. Just got that ball, tapped it into the path of Ethan Zubak, who missed what would have been his 5th goal of the year by mere inches. Could hear it rattle off the woodwork from up here. Encouraging stuff from Orange County, but they certainly would have preferred that. Found the back of the net. Dodson went down. Free kick given to the Legion this time. Another chance for Birmingham to get some of the bigger bodies forward here. Andrew Fox not happy with the call. He thought that whistle was a little bit soft.
Well, we have a moment. We're looking at some stats so far. Possession for Orange County, we talked about having them getting on the ball a little bit more. They have 56% of their possession, have completed 90% of their passes. Legion FC 44, and they've completed 88%. So it's been a good, clean game as far as possession goes so far this tonight.
McCartney has that shot blocked. It ping-pongs around for a moment and cleared out. Hoda and Mensah with the center back still forward for the Legion, and Mensah only finds Tomas Gomez on a hop. Gomez will roll that out as we approach the half-hour mark. By the way, officially, according to our running stats tonight, it's Marcus Nakim and Kyle Scott, who each are on yellow card cautions. So Orange County were shown 2 early yellow cards, one for stopping a promising attack and one for kicking a ball away after a foul was called. Those are the only 2 yellow cards we've seen from Matt Thompson so far tonight.
And as thin as Orange County is, I bet Paul Hardiman was probably not very happy about that at the early in the game, right? It's just not something you want to see happen.
Lamb's got plenty of space on this right flank. McCartney out to greet him. Lamb got it away. It's got all the way through. Zubak couldn't get a touch on it at the back post.
I wonder if Matt Van Oekel got a touch to that.
Scott whistles it right into the breadbasket of MVO.
Looked as though Matt Van Oekel came out for that ball. Don't know if he got a touch, but it seemed like he might, because it seemed as though it evaded everybody else and just ran through the rest of the box. But dangerous from Orange County. And we talked about Lamb and his ability to service. And one of the keys of the game for Orange County was getting service into Zubak.
Scott out wide. Jamison option. Serves. Zubak denied at close range. The rebound skied. Ethan Zubak on the doorstep, and Matt Van Oekel with a monster play.
And Jamison gets around the outside, whips that ball in, and Zubak does what he's supposed to. He puts it on target from close range. The only thing is he just hit it right at Matt Van Oekel. If he hits it to the right or left, I don't know that Matt Van Oekel saves that one, but, I mean, Matt Van Oekel does everything in the goalkeeper textbook perfect in that situation. Comes across, makes himself really, really big as he can, and he gets in the way of the ball, saves a goal for Legion FC, 0-0.
Ryan Flood had an opportunity on the rebound, just couldn't keep it down. That ball took a big hop off that very wet playing surface now. Orange County, over the last 3 or 4 minutes, have had 2 monster opportunities, but haven't been able to put home either. We'll see if the visitors rue not finding the back of the net at least once, if not twice. Still, after Birmingham were the more progressive side at the outset of this contest, it's been Orange County creating the danger lately.
And Zubak so far tonight, he only has 13 touches on the ball. Only 2 of them are in Legion FC's box, but both of the 2 that he have are both first-time shots. He has hit the post, and he's hit Van Oekel so far, as he was just on the ball, just kind of coming in and completing the pass. But, you know, again, he's doing his job as a number 9 at getting in the right spots to potentially score goals. Legion FC have to make sure that they are very careful with him.
Ball over the top, brought down by Chata. He's got Jamison on one side, Zubak on the other. Still Chata, thought about a shot there. Might have gotten clattered behind the play. Referee playing advantage. That pass got a piece of the Orange County midfielder who was just getting back to his feet. Dodson clears it up the line. Pino trying to get to it first. He does.
He needs help.
Pino holding it up, waiting for a little bit of support. Couldn't split defenders. Now Orange County can build again. Less than a dozen minutes to go in this opening 45. Both sides looking for that opening breakthrough. Both sides have had their opportunities. Tomas Gomez has made a big stop. Matt Van Oekel's made one as well. And the post has denied Ethan Zubak his first opportunity of the night. The former LA Galaxy homegrown, who spent some time in the Southeast playing with Nashville and MLS. Had a couple of golden opportunities that he has not been able to cash into this point. Fox right back to the feet of Jordan Chavez. Kim looking for the run of Bryce Jamison over the top. Jamison able to bend that run onside. Under pressure, Jamison dealt with it well. Found Lamb in a half space. Lamb got around into Martinez. Back to the top of the area, Scott. Crowded quarters right now for Orange County. Jamison's got much more space to work with out wide. Did not disturb it there. Chada will, and Martinez cut it out easily. And that's out. Last touch by Martinez. It'll be the first corner of the night for Orange County.
So may be careful here. He kicked that ball at the referee, the assistant referee, over to the corner. He would certainly argue that he was just giving them the ball in the spot that they needed, but a little bit of extra pace on it.
So it's Ryan Flood over to take this corner. And who's making his 9th start of the year for Orange County after coming back from Ireland, where he started 2024. Got back to Phoenix Rising in March and then was loaned out to Irvine, California. Before this corner is taken, Alex Cronali and Bryce Jamison having some words with our referee.
Yeah, this Orange County team has done a good job from set pieces and corners this year. They do have 9 goals from there so far.
Scored a set piece goal last week as well against San Antonio. Flood a driven serve to the back post. It almost got all the way through, but a lot of contact and a foul. And a free kick given to the Legion as Moses Mensah went down with Jordan Chavez. So a free kick for Matt Van Oekel. Another look at the carnage at the back post here.
I think you can see Chavez has Mensah's right arm there and kind of pulling him down a little bit, twists his body. When a referee sees somebody who has their arm out and their body starts to twist, that's not a natural motion. You have to be helped into that. And so that's one of the things that they'll look for when you see a lot of bodies in a space. Is how is a body twisting? It doesn't seem like there's too much contact, and right there he made the call that gave the ball to Legion FC.
Dawson able to keep that in play again. Another big diagonal for these Legion defenders over the top.
Yeah, and it's on again from Cronali. If Mensah pushes forward, he gets the ball here, but he can. Jamison is not tracking him back very, very far, and so there's an opportunity for him to exploit that if he wants.
Fancy USL Summer Soccer continues on CBS as surging Detroit City FC, led by their first-year head coach Danny Dicio, host newcomer Rhode Island FC with reigning USL Championship Player of the Year Albert Dequa on August 3rd at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Central Time on the CBS network. 38th minute here in Birmingham tonight. Rain has been on and off so far in this first half. A little bit more on the off side of things for the moment. As the sun tries to peek through, still about 45 minutes or so away from sunset here in the Magic City. Shot as pass doesn't come off as he intended it. Possession given away for Orange County. Martinez able to hold that up in between defenders. As Birmingham trying to build a new attack. Mensah and his touch let him down, and here comes Orange County. It's 4-on-4 if they hurry. Jamison trying to make the run in behind. Van Oekel off his line.
Yeah, it's great work from Van Oekel just to be alert. Your team gives the ball away, and you could potentially be in a bad spot for the opponent to come forward and get at you quickly on a counterattack, and obviously off his line quickly. Saw that ball coming. He's been around for a long time in the league, so he's seen a few of those come through. Good work from Van Oekel from a goalkeeper, but Legion FC have to be careful. They don't want to give the ball away in bad positions like that.
For 130 appearances with the Legion across all competitions for Matt Van Oekel. The Legion are very happy to get back in between the sticks tonight. It has been a bit of a revolving door at goalkeeper for Birmingham. They played quite a different options there this year as McCartney almost tripped up. Hernandez Foster tried to find him in tight quarters. Powers on the turn, did well.
Now there's a break on here for Orange County now. They broke those lines very well.
Zubak was off, and there is the flag.
Fantastic work from Patterson in that moment. He knew what was coming. He knew that ball was about to be played. He stepped forward, caught Zubak in an offside trap, It's good work from him. But again, Legion FC, they lose the ball, and then Orange County finds a way to ping-pong it around and get it out. And they broke on Legion FC for the second or third time in the past 5 or 7 minutes.
See if that continues here throughout the course of the night. It's a throw for Birmingham at the moment. Moses Mensah about to flip it back into play for the Legion. As we said, are wearing those Sprite Show kits tonight for the second time this year. Birmingham fans, if you're looking to grab some of the season's new Legion FC merch to wear to the next home match at Protective Stadium, you can check it all out now at bhmlegion.shop. That's bhmlegion.shop. Ryan Flood was making the big run forward. Scott opted not to go that direction. Shishchata instead brings it back under control. Scott plays it over the top this time in the direction of Zubac, but too tall for him. This is certainly a much more encouraging first half for Orange County this week than it was last week. Last week against San Antonio, they got the result, but in that first half, they were outpossessed 63-37 in terms of percentage. Outshot 7-3. That has not been the case so far tonight. As Derek Dotson was brought to the ground, free kick given. That should be just a talking to for Andrew Fox, nothing more than that. Indeed, Matt Thompson going to keep the cards in his pocket for now. Another look as Dotson just trying to dummy this through and took a little bit of contact for his troubles.
That hurts. That hurts just even seeing it. Catching a stud right on the side of the ankle.
So free kick here for the Legion that'll be retaken by Kobe Hernandez-Foster. Fans, if you can't watch the match, you can turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central. Plus, you can hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SXM app. McCartney on the turn. He puts it in the back of the net, but not before a foul brings things to a halt. It's a free kick for Orange County.
Matt Thompson, the center referee, pointing to the fact that the ball hit him in the arm. We'll see this on the replay here in just a couple of seconds. But again, Legion FC going a little bit route one there. You see the replay coming in. Don't get a good look at it there, but you know, McCartney still does a good job. He still finishes that ball. That'll help you grow in confidence. Just seeing the ball hit the back of the net is a good mental exercise. But again, you know, didn't get a good look at whether or not it was a handball or not.
See the indications from the Orange County defenders that got a piece of the outstretched arm. Fremont Thompson had a pretty good look at it. We'll have to trust his vantage point over ours. That was a clinical finish from Dawson McCartney, who provided tons of energy for Birmingham last time out. That big-time result they got at New Mexico. 3 chances created in that game, did McCartney. Plus, he had an assist. Birmingham's lone goal at home last Wednesday against Rhode Island. Closing stages of this opening 45 minutes. Patterson cut out that pass from Nakim. And so Martinez has options developing. One of them is McCartney out to his wide area. McCartney, an outswinging serve to the back post, dealt with by Fox. But it is going to lead to a Birmingham corner, their second of the night, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
That's a great service from McCartney right there. That's about 5-6 yards out with pace. Pino coming in, has an opportunity to potentially get on the end of it. Flood beats him to him, but I mean, you know, goalkeeper can't really come for that. That's a tough one because it's almost on the backside of his 6. It's got a lot of pace, like I said. It's driven to that backside, so definitely a good service and a good thing from Legion FC.
Had to be perfect from Andrew Fox, and it was. Serve provided by Kobe Hernandez-Foster this time around. It's low and headed away by Nakim.
It's a good, strong header from Nakim right there. Patterson was right on top of it as well. And he does a great job of going up and winning that ball for his team. But another corner coming here for Legion FC as we get closer to closing out this first half.
Oh, and Lamb had to get his head to it before Alex Kernali could. So another Chick-fil-A corner kick coming for the Legion from the opposite flag as the rain has started to fall again. Derek Dotson to provide service this time. The man on loan from Minnesota United has been plug and play for the Legion since coming over. Start number 11 for Dotson. Looking for Crognale. Instead, it's headed away by Zubak. Be a Birmingham throw on that side.
It's interesting. Zubak, we talked about him in the pregame, not being afraid to go up and win balls in the air. He wins a lot of his aerial duels. He's 6'3", we mentioned. But what we didn't mention is he's only only listed at 160 pounds. So he's all tall and thin, but he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up with guys like Crognale and Kavita, who are certainly a little bit girthier.
Hernandez Foster got a good piece of that, but Gomez kept it close.
That's a good strike from Hernandez Foster there. Low, hard, and Gomez does a great job of smothering it, keeping it right in front of him, and then taking a little bit of the air out of the game. There's only going to be a minute of stoppage time, and these guys will be going into the locker room trying to get dry and get ready to come back out for the second half.
Stoppage time brought to you by UAB Medicine. Won't have too much of it. As Crognale tracks that down. Birmingham maybe chance to build from the back one more time here before this first half comes to a close. That was composed from A.J. Patterson. Pino couldn't keep it nearby. Chata. Jamison. Great tackle there from Pino, who waved his finger and said that was very clean, at least in his estimation.
I've never known a player to lie when they go in and make a tackle.
You can trust everybody, right? I don't know of a guy who's fouled tonight. That might be the last real action we have here in this first half. Patterson across the park. Kavita did enough to keep it in play, but not much more than that. And that is our halftime whistle. Both sides had their opportunities in the first half. Birmingham Legion had a couple early. Orange County had a couple in the later stretches of the first half. But at the break, we are knotted at 0-0 in the second overall meeting between Birmingham Legion and Orange County. We'll see what changes are made for the second 45 minutes. Coming up at the break, got a chance to talk with soon-to-be Father Alex Crognale. Plus, we'll get a look at some of our highlights and stats from the opening 45 minutes here at Protective Stadium. Our score, of course, at the break, Orange County 0, Birmingham Legion 0. More from our coverage of the USL Championship in the Magic City when we return.
Calling all Legion fans, Birmingham Legion and your local Papa John's have teamed up to kick your hunger with these exclusive Papa John's deals. When the Legion win, you win. Get a free large pizza with the purchase of a large pizza at regular menu price the day after a Legion win. Using code LEGIONWINS at papajohns.com. Hungry for better? All season long, enjoy 25% off your regular menu price order when you use code LEGION at papajohns.com. Don't miss out on these great deals at a participating Papa John's.
Season tickets on sale now.
Welcome back to our coverage of Birmingham Legion here with Alex Cronelli. Alex, appreciate you taking a little bit of time, man. How's it feeling after a busy week last week when you guys had a lot of travel?
Yeah, good. Just, back into training. It's nice to be home, back in our facility and able to get a few days of get the workout in, get the lifting, the recovery, and just get ready for this weekend.
And you guys have a big stretch of home games coming up. Has that been a focal point at all in the locker room, knowing that you guys have some home advantages you want to take advantage of here?
Every game's important, but, at home I think we've dropped points this year, so getting in a good run of form while we're here and protective is important for us going forward.
And speaking of home teams dropping points, New Mexico hadn't dropped points at home all season long until you guys earned a point there on the road. What was the team's mood like after that performance?
Yeah, it was good. The performance was there. I think we had the chances to put them away and get all three, but I think this season we've made we made a habit out of stealing points on the road. So yeah, it was a good result for us.
And you guys continue to shuffle guys in and out of the lineup, dealing with some injuries. What's it been like to kind of see some new faces emerge here over the course of the summer?
Yeah, it's good. It's good when you see guys who maybe haven't gotten as many minutes get to step in and show what they're all about. But it makes things a little difficult to get the chemistry and put together consistent performances. But all we can do is continue to work and come out on Saturday.
All right, so that's on the field. Let's talk off the field for a second. First of all, I saw a post you had jumping on the grill the other day. What are we grilling these days?
I'm grilling everything. I have a black stuff. It's
Okay.
got the griddle. I
Yeah.
mean, steaks, burgers. You can do veggies. Breakfast is amazing on that thing.
Yeah.
So inside, my wife takes care of most of the cooking,
Okay.
but once I'm outside on the grill, I take over there.
I saw you braving some elements too. Like there was some rain coming down. You were still out there.
Yeah, it was pouring rain, and the grill doesn't have a top, so I can't grill in the rain.
Right.
So I was surprised with an umbrella a few weeks ago because the rain kept coming down. So now I can be out there, regardless rain or shine.
Love that.
Take care of the family and grill. So
Well, speaking of the family's about to expand here in a little bit, right?
yeah, very soon, less than a week.
Are you
So
ready?
Yeah, as ready as I can be. Being in this profession, we don't get the same amount of time off or parental leave that other people may get.
Sure.
So I'll enjoy. Hopefully everything goes smooth and healthy, and then I'll enjoy a few days with the wife and the baby, boy or girl, we'll see, and then back to finish up the season.
Well, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Y'all are waiting to find out the gender too.
Yeah, thank you. It's not as common as I guess most people love to find out, but we're excited to see what happens.
Will Uncle Eli be close?
Eli will be coming in to visit.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Alex, congratulations. I know that's going to be a very special moment, and best of luck here the second half of this year, man.
Thank you.
Alex Cronelli, defender for Birmingham Legion. More from our coverage of the Legion right after this.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes when we walk the past. Running every night, won't settle for less. Got me looking to the sky, got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
Touchdown by Rodriguez. Going for goal. It's Morris, and it's in! Detroit City's ahead.
And a bit of space as well. He'll have a go from distance. Oh, what a goal!
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. So far scoreless between Birmingham Legion and Orange County SC. Here at the Legacy Arena, not too far away from Protective Stadium here in Uptown Birmingham, Alabama, home to Birmingham Legion FC out of the USL Championship's Eastern Conference. As we look at our standings, let's start first out west. We talked about New Mexico United, games in hand and clear of Sacramento Republic and Oakland Roots at the top. There's Orange County in 7th place right now, and Morgan, it is a crowded middle class right now out west.
This is pretty indicative of the Western Conference. They typically are very tight throughout the season. New Mexico obviously has started to pull away just a little bit, have a couple games in hand, but it's very, very tight in that middle of them for those playoff seedings.
Just 2 points separate 3rd from 7th, where Orange County currently reside. Birmingham Legion in 5th right now, although Detroit City have games in hand on the Legion. But right now it is a tight race, really 1 through 10 in the East, with the exception of Lou City and Charleston, who have started to pull away.
They have, and you talk about the top 4 get to host. Legion FC just a few points out, but on the flip side, you look down, they're just as close to hosting a playoff game as they are to not making the playoffs, so equally as tight here in the Eastern Conference.
And there's plenty of big-time matchups to keep an eye on across the USL Championship here this weekend as we look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Detroit City and Sacramento Republic, no blood still as we approach 20 minutes to play in that contest. Meanwhile, Oakland has scored to take the lead on the road in Miami as Oakland Roots making the long road trip across the country trying to come away with 3 points on the road. Pittsburgh Riverhounds, meanwhile, found an early goal thanks to a PK from Robbie Mertz. But Wesley Leggett has just brought Loudoun United back on level terms. It's 1-1 over in Pittsburgh. At halftime, North Carolina is up by a goal against Rhode Island. Then coming up a little bit later tonight, New Mexico United, Morgan, after dropping points at home, trying to get back on track at a place where they should be the big-time favorites, El Paso.
Certainly, El Paso have not won a game in their last 5 that we can see, and so it's a good opportunity for them to get right back on the right track and get 3 points.
Meanwhile, Louisville City scored 2 goals tonight inside the game's first 7 minutes. They have a lead at Lynn Family Stadium right now against Monterey Bay. As USL Championships Summer of Soccer continues, coming up here in just a few days. 2 attack-minded coaches facing off. Brendan Burke's Hartford Athletic hosts Danny DiCio's Detroit City FC, with Hartford looking to break a 4-game winless streak. Detroit City sitting comfortably in the middle of the Eastern Conference standings. That game coming up on CBS Sports Network here in about 4 days' time. And then coming up a little bit later on Big CBS. Already talked about Detroit City taking on Rhode Island. That is going to be a fun game to take center stage. Inaugural season for Rhode Island, still finding its feet, but they came down to Birmingham last week and got all 3 points. Former assistant here for the Legion, Conor Smith, trying to keep his Rhode Island side playing some strong soccer. Meanwhile, Keyworth Stadium will be on display on Big CBS. That game coming up in about a week's time. 45 minutes in the books here at Protective Stadium, and Morgan, Birmingham Legion had more of the scoring opportunities early in that first half, but Orange County more than found themselves back on level terms there late in that first half.
They certainly did, and it's been a good game back and forth. There's been a lot of pockets of time where teams have gotten the better of each other, and so neither one of us has rippled the back of the net just yet, but I would expect to see a goal coming in this second half from one of these 2 teams.
Orange County, the more dangerous side. They said they wanted to play a little bit more with the ball. They have done that to this point. We'll see which side can find the opening goal in this contest when we return. The second half between Birmingham Legion and Orange County right after this.
We are Altec, Birmingham-based since 1929. We set the gold standard in equipment and services that connect us to the power and communications we all need. From bucket trucks to digger derricks, the equipment we make helps our customers and our communities dig deeper and reach higher. We're a team. We're a family. We're looking for someone just like you. Hammer down and team up with Altec. Learn more at jobs.altec.com.
They come for the pop, the sizzle, the food and drink. They come to escape the same old and replace it with the some kind of wonderful. But mostly they come to play. And play, they will.
There's nothing better than a game. A great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling, Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
Welcome back to Protective Stadium here in Birmingham, Alabama. Credit to the fans who have made their way out to uptown Birmingham tonight. They have braved some rain and some storms, but so far they haven't seen a goal just yet. 45 minutes in the books as we look at our first half highlights. And Morgan, a big stop from Tomas Gomez early.
That was a huge save. Here's a great look at it. I mean, that sucker came quick. But he had a good look at it the whole time. So good job, good goalkeeping.
Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Ethan Zubak had the first big chance for Orange County. He found the woodwork. Orange County had a couple of moments of danger there late in that second half.
They certainly did, and they showed what they can do. Here's another one. Matt Van Unkel makes an equally good save as to Gomez on his shot from Patterson. But, great cross in from McCartney. We're getting a lot of service in the box tonight, and we talked about that being the key to the game for Orange County. Legion FC are starting to take it into their own hands and do a little bit of it, though.
We'll see what changes here to start this second half. The second part of that first half, Orange County presented quite a bit of danger. And it looks like before the second half gets going, Birmingham Legion have made their first change of the night. It's a substitution brought to you by Papa John's. Birmingham fans, you can use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Prosper Kasim has come on for Amias Hamoda to start this second 45 minutes.
Yeah, and I would expect McCartney to probably drop back alongside Hernandez Foster and for Kasim to probably slide wide left for Legion.
We'll see how this changes the shape for the Legion. It'll be Birmingham who kicked this second half off, and we get this second 45 minutes going. Which side finds the opening goal here in the second stanza at Protective Stadium? Foul and a free kick given. Derek Dodson went crashing in to Andrew Fox. Fox a bit slow to get to his feet.
And I stand corrected, by the way. You do see Prosper Kasim sliding alongside Kobe Hernandez Foster, and McCartney is staying wide left. So it was almost a straight swap. Kasim going to be playing in a little bit of a 6 or an 8 role. Not normally where you see him, but he's certainly a player who's got a great left foot and can do a lot of things with it.
That left foot on display. Prosper Kasim scored Birmingham's last home match out against Rhode Island. A goal of the week nominee. An absolute beauty from just outside the 18.
Yeah, it was vintage Prosper Kasim too, and you saw as soon as he took that first touch where it was going, and he put it right where he wanted it.
That time Birmingham pressed high. Derek Dodson able to win Birmingham a corner, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
These first few minutes of the second half are very important. Legion FC, when they've played at home, they've come out of second half and they've been a little bit flat several times, and they've gotten punished for that. So it's good to see them come out on the front foot, go out, press the ball high, win a corner, see if they can make anything of it.
Two hands in the air for Kobe Hernandez Foster. An in-swinging serve. Patterson got ahead to it, but Gomez kept it out.
Yeah, he didn't catch that as cleanly as he wanted to, Patterson, and ends up right in the hands of Gomez. But again, Legion FC sticking to what they normally do. They playing that ball to the back post. They're going for it and trying to head it back across, and they get on the end of it there, but just not enough purchase on it to put it in the back of the net.
Dylan Powers and Orange County rebuild their first real possession of this second 45. Jamison tried to flick it along. Shattuck got there, and he's able to turn as well. Jamison joins the attacking third. Good work by Dawson McCartney, tracking back defensively. He wins a free kick.
Be interesting if Matt Thompson stays consistent and gives a card here. Instead, it looks like he's going to opt to speak to Chatta a little bit instead of giving him a card. But that whistle had gone, and he didn't give it. So maybe there's a little bit of grace. But Chatta needs to be careful in that situation. And all the players need to be careful in that situation because Matt Thompson has shown he will give a card for it.
2 yellow cards shown to Orange County in the first half. None shown to Birmingham Legion. What a pull over the top. McCartney almost got there. Gomez didn't deal with it cleanly. Martinez an open net, but is blocked.
That's fantastic defending from Orange County. A lot of credit to them. I was just about to say, looking up from the press box, you saw that ball go route one. Legion FC were 5 across the top and all ran in straight lines, which is not what you typically want to see or typically see. They get through. McCartney goes 1v1 with Gomez, and they just do a great job of recovering and continue to fight for each other and get that ball away. And credit to Orange County and the not-quit attitude to continue to go and keep Legion FC out, because that ball was on target for Menzo Martinez for sure.
Free kick given to Orange County. Another look here. This is selling out from Owen Lamb to keep this out.
Yeah, he did a great job, and it's funny, if you have VAR, you might go back and look, and that's a foul on Dawson McCartney, because he certainly got taken out as that ball went away. But no VAR in USL Championship. But Orange County, again, credit to them for getting back and keeping that ball out.
Rita lets that go all the way through. An easy collection for Matt Van Okel. Moment of danger provided from Birmingham early to start this second half, but still, we'd have no breakthrough just yet from either one of these two sides.
Interesting to see Power slip there. He already changed footwear once tonight. Is he going to make a change again?
Pino did enough to hold that up for Martinez. Here comes Prosper Kassim joining the attack as well. Rain has stopped, at least for now. We'll see how much more precipitation we get as the night goes on. It's certainly been a factor on the playing surface and the way the ball has moved at different points throughout the contest.
Yeah, for those of you out in California, Orange County does a great job there of pressing in the right spots, which Coach Hardiman had talked about doing. They give it away, but the point I was just about to make is how compact they are defensively and how difficult that is to break down for any team, no matter your skill level. They're doing a good job of staying organized and getting back and keeping their shape very well.
Birmingham captain Fanuel Kavita out here on the right tonight. Not a whole lot to do there as Ryan Flood was in the way.
Yeah, I mean, they're only 20 yards front to back right now, and that's just very, very tough to break down.
Dotson, a first-time header dealt with by Chavez. Bounce right in front of Legion's head coach Tom Sohn. Crowley keeps it moving. Birmingham looking for something positive to start this second half. Just once in 9 home contests as Birmingham scored the opening goal in a contest here at home. Good ball. Mensah finds McCartney. Cut back is scored. Just like that, Stefano Pino gives Birmingham Legion the lead.
And that's a fantastic sequence from Legion FC, because when we go back and look at this replay, we pointed it out in the first half, the number of times Crognali had made that diagonal ball out wide to either Mensah or McCartney. You see them do it again. Mensah gets the ball down. McCartney comes from inside, gets in behind his defender, goes down, first time ball across. Pino gets to the right spot and does his job and puts it on target in the back of the net. 1-0 Legion FC.
Goal brought to you by AT&T, the 4th goal of the year for Stefano Pino in USL Championship play. And a big smile on the face of the 33-year-old as Birmingham Legion have the opening goal just inside of 6 minutes to start this second half.
Yeah. Again, you see this ball in from McCartney, just right into Pino. Does a great job of getting that on target.
Just a lovely ball from Moses Mensah to thread it through to McCartney. Start that run forward. Now Orange County on the back foot looking for a response. Flood keeping it away from Kavita. Got it back to his feet. Here's Scott, edge of the area. Powers gets it back out wide. Flood served. It was partially deflected, still bounced into a dangerous area. Jameson played it off Dawson McCartney, so it's going to be out for an Orange County corner, their 3rd of the night. And the Birmingham fans who have stayed here tonight through the rainy conditions, Stefano Pino gives them something to cheer about. Birmingham Legion have a lead here at home. An early second half goal from Stefano Pino. It's the 3rd assist of the year for Dawson McCartney. Now work to do for Orange County, starting with this set piece. Flooded in swinging serve to the back post. Chavez got ahead to it. So did McCartney. Nakeem finds Matt Van Okel.
Here's an interesting stat. A couple of them, Orange County, when they've conceded the first goal away from home, have not won. They have 1 draw and 5 losses. Overall this season, they have 1 win, 2 draws, and 8 losses when conceding the first goal.
So work to do here for Orange County, who looking to get back on level terms. Kobe Hernandez Foster a bit too much behind that pass. Throw here for the visitors in those Country Roads black shirts tonight. Birmingham Vance Legion FC is back at Protective Stadium again next Saturday. That's August 3rd against Hartford Athletic at 6:30 for back to school night. Get your tickets to the match today, bhmlegion.com/tickets. If you can't make it to the match, you can follow live here on ESPN Plus or locally in Birmingham on My 68 or at BHM Legion on social media for live match updates. That's Birmingham Legion and Hartford Athletic next weekend, right here at Protective Stadium. String of home games coming up here for the Legion. They said coming into the week that had to be better here at home. They wanted to take advantage of playing in front of the home crowd. The second half off to a swimming start for the side in that Sprite chill white and green.
On the flip side, when Legion FC score first, they are a perfect 5-0-0 so far this season.
Legion have been one of the best second half teams in the league all season long. Patterson almost gave that away in a bad spot. Still work to be done to get it out of the defensive third. Hernandez Foster does clear it away, but that was good pressure from Bryce Jamison.
I was say that's good defending from Legion FC to get it away and then pressure to make them go all the way back to Gomez, give you an extra second to kind of set yourself and get your shape back. But, you know, Zubak getting the ball and getting it on the turn is not what you want.
Good defending from Alex Cronali to disrupt things and then cleared away for good measure by Derek Dotson.
He was able to step away from both Cronali and Patterson in that moment and get that ball and turn at them. It's not what you want as a center back. You want to stay touch tight to your center forward.
Zubak another touch, not able to turn this time. Cronali all the way out there to greet him. Orange County prepping a double change coming here in just a matter of moments. One of the newest members of Orange County, Chris Haggard, has grabbed his shirts. So has Ben Norris. Looks like Christian Sorto has grabbed one as well. This could be a triple change for Orange County, depending on how they stagger these substitutions. That pass to Fox doesn't come off as intended. Matt Van Okel will come get it rather easily. Fans, eFootball 2024 is here. Now you can live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download it now on the gaming system of your choice. Anderson looking long, not quite on the same page with Enzo Martinez. It is indeed going to be a triple change here for Paul Hardiman and Orange County at the next opportunity. As the visitors are looking for some fresh legs and fresh blood. Try to turn the start of this second half back around. Orange County, you go back to those 2 big scoring opportunities they had late in the first half. Didn't cash in either one of them. Could have found themselves in front. Instead, it's Birmingham Legion who have the lead. Scott's diagonal easily cut out by Mensah. Kasim. Dotson keeps it under control. Birmingham Legion in no hurry at the moment. The second half so far has gone almost exactly according to plan. Head coach Tom Sohn and the Legion. Stefano Pino's goal, the 19th second half goal scored by Birmingham this year. Only Louisville City and Charleston have scored more in the second half of games so far here in 2024. For just the second time this year, Birmingham Legion have the opening goal in a match here at home. Scott pings it across the park. Jamison, the dynamic 18-year-old, serves. An outswinger. Kavita's potty positioning was good.
And not the service you want if you're Jamison in that situation. You know you've got it. And you've got a guy like Zubak who can get forward, who can put the ball in the back of the net, and he just mishits it. He doesn't get it the way he wants and hits it to the back post a little bit too strong.
So it is a triple change here for Orange County. Chris Haggard on, Ashish Chadha is coming off. And Christian Sorto is coming on. He will replace Marcus Nakim. Lastly, Ben Norris is coming on, and he'll replace Dylan Powers. So, a triple substitution for Orange County, brought to you by Papa John's. I would imagine Norris will take Nakim's spot in central defense. Sorto more of an attacking change, as Orange County adds an attacker to the mix. And another youngster on for Orange County as well, and Ben Norris, just 17 years old on a USL Championship Academy contract, but making his 5th appearance of the year. Back after missing the San Antonio match due to red card suspension. Meanwhile, for Birmingham, Preston Tabor Itaka has grabbed a shirt. AJ Patterson looked like he was dealing with a bit of an injury at the back for Birmingham. And we'll see if that's the end of Patterson's night, and it is. So Patterson's night comes to an abrupt end. A man from Cameroon, Preston Tabor Itaka, coming off the bench for the 12th time this year, is the latest Legion change. Substitution brought to you again by Papa John's. Birmingham fans, you can use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Morgan, that's an attacking option on, that's a defender off, so certainly the shape going to be adjusted here for the Legion.
Absolutely. I think you're going to see Dodson slide back and play in that right back position, which is his more natural position anyway. Tabor Itaka is going to come in, play on that right side, and then Legion FC will have Kavitas slide back into the middle on the left side of that defense where he normally lines up alongside Alex Cronali.
Sorto called for the foul there. Free kick given to Birmingham as we've played an hour now here in the Magic City.
And changes for Orange County. It looks like Flood has slid into that left back position, and you've got Fox who's slid across to cover things for Nakim. Trouble here, potentially.
Did Cronali go shoulder to shoulder? Referee says yes, he did. It almost looked like Scott could have been in on goal if not for that intervention. That's certainly going to be a moment of contention for Orange County. That was awfully close.
And Scott is still incensed about the decision and not having the opportunity to go and put that ball in the back of the net for his team. He certainly felt like he was fouled.
Nearly a moment of disaster at the back for Birmingham. Surely would have allowed Orange County to get back on level terms. That pass cut out by Hernandez Foster. Norris the first to it though.
No surprises to not see Norris slide in as a center back. He is very young, but he's also only 5'10", so he would be giving up a lot of height to Pino in that situation. So good adjustments from Hardiman. I like these changes, positive changes. He talked about how he has to manage his guys' minutes, some coming back from injuries, and the congestion of fixtures as well.
Look here, is that enough contact to warrant the PK? Alex Crowley didn't feel so. Kyle Scott, of course, felt much differently.
Yeah, but I mean, anybody who looks at that will tell you that, Cronali is happy to get away with that. It never should have been that way in the first place. He's a consummate professional, doesn't give the ball away a lot, but in that situation made a big mistake and was fortunate not to get punished for it.
Fox. Next was Zubak, who was taken off it. Here's the first real touches for Preston Tabor Itaka. Birmingham have options going forward here. Pino for McCartney. Orange County quick to get bodies back behind the ball. Birmingham's chance to attack quickly gone, although Enzo Martinez has a little bit of space here. Fosh and Dodson ushered backwards, and Cronali much cleaner this time around. Birmingham enjoying that 1-goal advantage for now. Matt Van Oekel sent it deep, but too tall for Dawson McCartney. Fans tune into ESPN2 for a USL Summer of Soccer Showdown. as last season's top two sides from the East and the West face off in an inter-conference clash. Perennial powerhouse Sacramento Republic hosting Pittsburgh Riverhounds Saturday, August 3rd at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. Sorto heads that back across the penalty area, but to no one in particular. Kavita clears it away. Norris on the turn allows Orange County to maintain possession at least for the moment. Fox's pass too tall, but Martinez got a touch. It'll be a throw for Orange County. OCSC trying to see if some of that new blood can help them create a scoring opportunity or two. Chris Hagart made a big impact for Orange County when he came on to start the second half last week against San Antonio. Love to make a similar sized impact here tonight. Lamb drops it off. Hagart serves just a little too tall for Zubak.
And Zubak was waiting on that one. The second that ball got dropped back to Hagart, and you knew he was going to whip it in first time, and he got plenty of pace on it. He just got a little bit too much on it in that instance. Fox wants the ball in the air. Norris flicks it back in the direction of Kyle Scott, who's been heavily involved tonight. Chris Hagart gets another couple of touches here. Hagart right back to Scott. Sorto in the wide area. Flood nowhere to go as Tabor Itaka forces him backwards for the moment. Chavez trying to play that big diagonal again. Sorto brings it down with his chest. Sorto not able to turn. Bodies collide off the ball and a free kick given. Dotson got in Sorto's way. And a set piece opportunity coming here for OCSC. Sorto does a good job of playing that ball away and then drawing the contact from Dodson and then going down the ground to get an opportunity for Flood to come up and whip this ball in for Orange County. That's just smart play from a wide player. You have the opportunity to play a ball in and you can draw a foul. I mean, this is almost as good as a corner, if not better, because you're a little bit further away from the goal, so you can really whip this thing in with a lot of pace, keep it low. You know, I would hit right in between Van Oekel and his 6-yard line right now.
Outswinging serve from Flood is deflected by somebody. Orange County want handball. Referee says no. Matt Van Oekel collects it easily in the end.
Yeah, I wonder, it certainly looked like it hit a hand from up here, but you wonder if there was a foul involved with that, and so Thompson just kind of lets it go. We may see it on a replay here in a moment, but you know, that's now 2 penalty shouts for Orange County that they haven't gotten, and they'll start to get a little bit more frustrated.
Another look here. Who does this touch here in this scrum? And it does catch an outstretched arm, but hard to tell whose arm that is. That might have been Fox who got a piece of it, if not the arm of Alex Cronali.
You can see he's down on the ground with his hands out, talking to the referee like, I got fouled. I believe it was his arm that it hit, and so maybe a good no call from Matt Thompson in that situation.
So play allowed to continue. Cronali heads that into his own bench. It'll be an Orange County throw that they take quickly. Sorto wants to play out the other side. Lamb brings it down. Jamison running forward in front of him. McCartney and Mensah with defending to do.
That's good work from McCartney to just get back and really just put pressure on him and show Lamb that he's there, and he forces Lamb to turn and play backwards, which allows him and his teammates to get their shape a little bit and get a little bit more organized to defend this attack.
Can Sorto keep this in play? Yes, he can. 1v1 against Dotson for the moment. Sorto back to the feet of Flood. Black shirts in and around the area. Wanted that served at some point. Didn't get the service they were hoping for. Scott plays that first time over the top. Lamb brought it down with an arm, and the referee agrees. Free kick given.
Yeah, very similar and almost in an exact same location as McCartney earlier today, bringing that ball down with his hand over the side of his arm to gain an advantage, and Matt Thompson right there to make the call to change the direction of play.
So a free kick here for the Legion. 60 8 minutes in now. Fans, the USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. With Gardner Morgan Copes here with you tonight, our coverage of the USL Championship on ESPN Plus across the country. On I-68 here in the state of Alabama. It's Alabama's team who enjoy lead right now against the visitors from Irvine, California. Orange County trying to change that. Hagar pushing forward. He's got Sorto working with him. Sorto cuts it inside, looking for a shooting lane. Instead, Jamison. Scott couldn't quite squeeze it off either. Lamb pushing forward, joining the fray. Mensa McCartney out to greet him. Scott, first time serve, back post. Moritaka went crashing in there, kept it away from Hagar, who's able to track it down into the ad boards. Flood, can he serve it? Yes, he can. Alex Cronali deals with that service. Chavez keeps it down here. Plenty of pressure being put on right now by Orange County. Can they pay it off into a scoring opportunity? Sorto heavily involved since coming off the bench. On the turn, Hagar, was he fouled? Referee said no. A clean tackle from Martinez, who wants to start the break, and well off his line is Gomez to cut that out.
Again, we have two veteran goalkeepers tonight. Both have come off their line and been very astute and been very aware of when that ball's about to play and come and clear the danger for their team. But since scoring that goal, Legion FC has been on it feels like the back foot. It's been all Orange County coming forward for the last 20 minutes or so. They've done a good job of kind of taking this game and really pushing forward to try and get that goal and try and change the narrative. But Legion FC have stood to the test thus far, but there's still 20 minutes left, so they've got plenty of time to give up a goal or for Orange County to score one, rather.
Oku pings it across the park to his counterpart. Gomez quickly rolls it out. Birmingham fans, you can stay up to date on all the latest Legion FC news by following at BHM Legion on social media. It's at BHM Legion as Enzo Martinez is brought down, and this is going to be an interesting decision. Kyle Scott already on a yellow card, and it looks like Matt Thompson is not going to give him one here. Oh goodness, Enzo Martinez can't believe it. And Kyle Scott awfully fortunate to not be shown a yellow card there and be sent off.
Enzo Martinez does a good job there. You know, honestly, I think that's a good no call. I don't think certainly he fouled him. I don't think there's any question there, right? Enzo does a great job getting in the body position, but, you know, it's a coming together. It's a tangling of legs. There was no intent there from Scott, in my opinion, to actually take Martinez out. But he's getting a stern talking to. You can see the stat there, the second most yellow cards in the USL Championship this season. He's no stranger to the referee's book, but he's going to have to be very, very, very careful the remainder of this game.
So Scott stays on. It's a free kick here for Birmingham as Enzo Martinez relaces the boots and is still yelling in the direction of our referee tonight. Free kick brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner here for the Legion. Bit of an awkward angle here for Kobe Hernandez-Foster, who swings it towards the back post, and it's not dealt with cleanly by Gomez. Kavita trying to shoot it. Gomez a lot of contact with Kavita, and eventually Orange County clear it off the line, and now here come the visitors on the counter. On the run, Zubak, he's on. The flag stays down. Zubak tries to center it, but too far in front of Sorto.
He'll want that back for so many different reasons. You know, on the other side, you have Cronali go down, who has the opportunity to, or is claiming for a penalty. Then you have Kavita, who gets knocked down or taken down. We'll get a replay of that. Was he fouled by Gomez? You don't know. But then the ball goes the other way, and Zubak is 1v1 with the goalkeeper and doesn't even shoot. He tries to go across it to his teammate, which he overhits, and that was a golden opportunity for Orange County to take advantage of the situation, and they didn't. And certainly something, a chance that they'll rue that they missed. But looking at that replay, you might wonder if that was a penalty on Kavita or not.
All sorts of chaos on both ends. And in the end, our scoreline stays the same. 74th minute here in Birmingham. After moments of madness on either side, Birmingham still enjoying a 1-goal lead for now, but this game feels like there's going to be a second goal coming from somewhere in the closing stages. Just a matter of where it's going to come from.
Interesting, Luff, while we're talking about penalties, Legion FC have not had one so far this year. Orange County have made their last 5 that they've received. So if there's one tonight, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Orange County prepping a couple more changes here in a moment. Paul Hardiman going back to his bench for 2 more fresh bodies. As Preston Tabor Itaka wins it back for the Legion. See him spins in a circle working with Kobe Hernandez-Foster. See if Birmingham opt to make a change here shortly as well. Giveaway here from Orange County. Birmingham trying to make them pay. Tabor Itaka, an excellent first move. His shot is saved by Gomez. The rebound, Pino puts it in the side.
That's good goalkeeping from Gomez again. Got his feet set. Tabor Itaka hits it into that bottom corner. A good job from Legion FC creating that chaos and that chance by winning the ball in a good spot and then getting at Orange County very quickly. That's the most important thing that you see a lot of times happens is teams win the ball and they don't go quickly at the other team. They do that and then it's just get a good goal-scoring chance. Gomez equal to the task, makes the save. And as that happens, Orange County is making their substitutions. I don't think it's any surprise to see Scott coming out of this game right now.
So the Orange County captain comes off. Cameron Dunbar on for him. Meanwhile, Bryce Jamison's night comes to a close as well. Ashton Miles replaces him. Substitutions brought to you by Papa John's. Another look here at the opportunity for the Legion.
Yeah, you can't see it on the replay, but Gomez does a great job at watching him from the press box. You can see him. His feet are set. He's ready to pounce and load all his power into his legs as that ball is struck, and he gets across and makes a fantastic save.
Gomez has made a couple of big-time stops tonight. Again, just his second appearance with Orange County. Good ball over the top. Here's Lamb. He's got options. Dunbar off the bench, one of them. Dunbar, Flood, keeps it moving. Sorto back to the top of the box, and Enzo Martinez cuts that out. And it's 3-on-3. Make it 3-on-4 here for Birmingham. Tabor Itaka has a bit of space here on the wide side. Tabor Itaka touches it around Fox to the byline, cuts it across, and dealt with in the end. That is a huge defensive play. The first real touches for Ashton Miles, and that was an awfully important one.
It sure was. He did a great job of getting across Prosper's team to make sure he doesn't have a chance. This game is starting to open up. We talked a couple times about how tight it's been. Teams have been 30 yards, 35 yards front to back. Now they're starting to get 50 to 60, and you're starting to see this game open up a little bit and get a little bit more exciting for the neutral.
Flood lined it up, but missed that post. It'll be a goal kick for Birmingham and a chance for them to make 2 more changes. Tyler Pasher, welcome back. Pasher comes on. He's one of the changes. He'll replace Dawson McCartney. Meanwhile, the teenager on loan from St. Louis, Miggy Perez, will come on as well. Substitutions again brought to you by Papa John's. Birmingham fans use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Perez replaces Kobe Hernandez-Foster. And the fans awfully happy to see Tyler Pasher back in the mix. He had missed the last 3 consecutive games for the Legion.
And I think that was a good showing for both McCartney and for Kobe Hernandez-Foster. They were solid in defense, good in attack. They put in a good 78 minutes, 77 minutes, so you have some fresh legs on there, but now you have to make sure if you're Legion FC, you have to see this game out. And let's not forget the stat we pointed out earlier.
Here comes Orange County again. Flood tried to cut it back, but Enzo Martinez there again. Birmingham, though, not as clean as they would have liked. Didn't deal with the damage totally.
The stat I was going to say is the number of goals that Orange County has given up in the last 15 minutes, but be interesting to see, does Legion FC take advantage of the opportunities that have presented themselves as Orange County pushes for that goal to tie this game?
Pino touches it along. First real moments for Tyler Pasher. Mensa clears it away. Fox wins the battle in the air. Sorto wins the ball coming back to the ground. Orange County starting to attack with abandon, chasing an equalizer here on the road. Martinez called for the foul. And another opportunity for Orange County to get big bodies forward.
Legion FC, now that they've made a few substitutions, multiple substitutions now, have to make sure that they are getting their assignments right on set pieces. Orange County are certainly dangerous on them. They have 9 goals from set pieces so far this year. They need to make sure that they have the right players picked up and they have everybody assigned where they need to be.
Everybody in and around the 18, with the exception of Flood, who's about to serve this, and Owen Lamb, who's the last defender back. Flood to the penalty spot, flicked on, and just not able to redirect on frame. It was Cameron Dunbar who couldn't react quickly enough.
He would not have counted because as that ball comes off the head, he's offside. So ultimately, good defending from Legion FC. But Zubak goes up and wins that ball. Again, we talked about him being very dangerous in the air. He's continuing to show that. So make sure if you're Legion FC tonight, you don't want to continue to give away free kicks and set pieces in your defensive third. You want to make sure you keep it nice and clean, put the pressure on them, make them play backwards as much as you possibly can.
First touch for Miguel Perez since coming off the bench, a header. Now trying to apply some defensive pressure as well, as Norris is a bit too far out front of Lamb. Birmingham fans, you can head to the Legion FC Twitter page. That's at BHM Legion. Immediately following the final whistle to vote on who you thought earned man of the match honors tonight. Again, that's at BHM Legion. Immediately following the final whistle, the poll will be live. You can cast your votes. Plenty of options to pick from here at the moment. Stefano Pino's goal, the difference right now. Dawson McCartney put in another solid shift, and perhaps man of the match honors still hanging in the balance pending what happens these final 9+ minutes.
I'm not sure if that's a tactical change, but Pino has shown up on the wide right, and Tabor Taka is looking to play through the middle. Also notice Enzo Martinez has dropped much deeper into playing at 6 alongside. It looks like Miggy Perez. Prosper Kasim has moved into the 10. So a lot of changes for Legion FC. I don't know if this is a result of a corner or set piece, but in how they came out, but a lot of shifting right there.
Kavita wanted Birmingham to win that throw. Instead, Dunbar wins it for Orange County, the 21-year-old who was on loan to Orange County last year. Orange County liked what they saw. They signed him outright this offseason. He's made an impact on a couple of different moments this year. He scored once. He's assisted a couple of times. On the way through, Zubak couldn't get to that. An easy collection for Matt Van Oekel.
These last 10 minutes are going to be about managing the game for Legion FC. Take your time, walk to the ball, get to the corner if you can. And for Orange County, you're going to do everything you can to start to press the issue and pick the pace of this game up. And you have a lot of fresh legs on there now. You want to continue to take advantage of that if you can and put the pressure on Legion FC to hopefully, for them, have them make a mistake so you can pounce and score that goal.
Pino fouled, free kick given to the Legion. Birmingham fans, if you're looking to grab some of this season's Legion FC merch to wear to the next home match, you can check out all the new gear now at bhmlegion.shop. Again, that's bhmlegion.shop to make sure your outfit is ready for the next home match at Protective Stadium.
Interesting enough, as changes have been made from Legion FC, you haven't seen them play that big diagonal ball from their center back. So from Cronali, who has the ball now, a big one over the whole field to get it wide to Mensa. They haven't played that ball since those changes have been made. And Kavita hasn't hit it for Dotson and or Pino or Tabor Itaka either.
Mensa's pulled down there by Lamb. Free kick given. Nice stretch of possession here for the Legion, keeping it away from Orange County as the clock works against the visitors for now. Birmingham Legion by 1, thanks to the early second half goal from Stefano Pino. Legion's home record, not where they would have preferred it to be coming into the night, but they have been solid against Western Conference teams. 15 points in 8 matches against the West so far this year. Dodson cuts it back. Kasim, top of the box, couldn't keep it down.
If there's one guy you want to have the ball on his left foot for Legion FC, Prosper Kasim is one of them. I say one guy. They have a lot of left foots on this team. Kobe Hernandez Foster has a dangerous one, as does Tyler Pasher. But you would expect him to do better in that situation.
Zubak went to ground. Referee said it was too easy. Birmingham win possession back. The teenager Perez leads the charge. Pasher out wide. Fox going out there to greet him.
There's another one of those left feet for Legion FC. Tyler Pasher, another from Prosper Kasim.
Martinez trying to get it out to Mensah. Instead, it was cut out.
And that's a little lazy from Martinez. He needs to make sure that that pass gets there, because now his team is in a bind right now and playing 3v3.
Dunbar got around Dodson. Martinez hustling back, and Martinez, a sliding challenge from behind. That's a yellow card for Enzo Martinez, and a very dangerous free kick upcoming for Orange County. Yellow card brought to you by Rubio Law Firm, and now some pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Yeah, and they didn't like that. Enzo Martinez came, he gave that ball away, so he's frustrated with himself, trying to track back and catch Orange County and catch Dunbar, and he ends up doing it. He comes up from behind, and so you always see players in a game get very upset and very frustrated, go to defend their teammates when you see a foul from behind like that. And, you know, he's not only given the ball away and put his team in a bind on a counterattack, now he's giving away a free kick in a very dangerous situation. He's also gotten a card. So he has to be very careful for these last probably 8 to 10 minutes of this game. As we get to see the replay, you know, Dunbar's away. I mean, and there's no mistaking it. Enzo Martinez, although he gets up and points at the ball, it's a professional foul and not a good tackle from him. But now Legion FC have to make sure they get their things together, they get organized, and they defend this set piece, because it's in a very dangerous spot, about 25 yards from goal, 30 yards from goal.
So the yellow card brought to you by Rubio Law Firm, shown to Enzo Martinez, the 5th yellow card he's been assessed this year. And options for Orange County here late, searching for an equalizing goal on the road. Christian Sorto and Ryan Flood both giving this a long, long look. As Matt Van Oekel sets a 4-man wall in front of him. Orange County makes something of a very dangerous looking set piece.
I think Ryan Flood has the better option at this right now.
Sorto, too tall. Got it over the top of the wall, but couldn't bring it back down, Christian Sorto. Birmingham survives the moment of danger. Right in front of the Birmingham supporter section, Matt Van Oekel waits to get the play restarted. Fans, Legion FC is back at Protective Stadium next Saturday, August 3rd against Hartford Athletic. That game's 6:30 Central Time for back-to-school night. Get your tickets to the match today, bhmlegion.com/tickets. If you can't make it to the match, you can watch here live on ESPN Plus or on My 68. As Tyler Pasher got on the end of this. Pasher a shooting lane, but didn't get all of it. Comfortable save in the end for Gomez. Mensah got in front of Dunbar.
It's a good use of your body from Mensah, from a defender. Great job.
What a ball, Martinez.
Delicious ball from Martinez.
All the way across the park, finds Pino, who's waiting for a bit of support. Found some in Kasim, who's got a shooting lane, just couldn't keep it down.
It's the second or third time Kasim's had it on his favored left foot and hasn't hit the target. You have to hit the target in those situations, because otherwise it's just a loss of possession, right? You're just basically giving the ball back to the other team, and they can come back at you the other way. So in these closing stages, if you're going to shoot, if you're going to take a chance at goal, it needs to be a very good one. I don't think that was a bad opportunity for Kasim to hit that ball, but he has to hit the target.
A little more than 2 minutes left, plus however much added time for Orange County to try to find an equalizer. Birmingham Legion looking for a big-time home victory tonight. What's been a rainy evening here in the Magic City to this point. Perez trying to cut that out. Kavita came and helped as well. A chance perhaps for Birmingham to break quickly. Tyler Pasher has nobody in front of him. Here comes Pasher into the area, centers it, Pino scores! Stefano Pino ×2, and that locks up all 3 points for the Legion tonight.
Couldn't see it from off camera, but Pino made a dashing run, 40 to 50 yard lung buster to get there. Pasher does a great job of seeing him in that situation, lays the easy ball across early so that Pino can run onto that and just put it in the back of the net. Gomez is just left there, hoping he can make the save. But again, that's another goal given up by Orange County in the last 15 minutes of the game. I think that's number 10 on the season. And then I think that's number 9 for Legion FC to score in the last 15 minutes of the game. So a great result for Legion FC tonight if they can hold on to this for the next few minutes. But wonderful, wonderful play from Legion FC, taking advantage on the counter to make the game 2-0.
It's a brace for the Brazilian Stefano Pino. Goal brought to you by AT&T Morgan, set up by Tyler Pasher.
Yeah, and again, you see him right as he gets that ball. He looks again, and it's just a simple ball across. And all Pino has to do is put that on target, and he does a great job of that. But Pino ran as hard as he could for 40, 50 yards to catch up to that play and did a wonderful job. That's another good ball across the box.
Not a bad serve there from Lamb, but Matt Van Oak will let it go through. And is it out for a corner? Did Van Oak get a touch? Referee says no. Much to the chagrin of Orange County.
Chagrin, that's a great word, by the way.
6 minutes of added time coming. Brought to you by UAB Medicine. You like that?
I do.
2 goals for Stefano Pino tonight. That's now 3 in his last 4 matches. Tyler Pasher, who hadn't played in about a month, at least a few weeks, back in the mix tonight off the bench in the second half, and he has another assist, his 3rd of the year. 2 second-half goals for Birmingham Legion FC, the difference tonight.
The thing I like most about the return for Tyler Pasher tonight is he's played out wide on that left, and he's got a left foot, and we've talked about it. And there's another fantastic ball. Gomez very alert, but that's a very dangerous cross early on. You see Legion FC starting to get a little bit more service from the left side from McCartney early on, and then from Pasher as he's come on late. Legion FC need a forward to get hot and start scoring goals. Could Pino be that guy? He seems to have kind of start to make his mark on that. So they've got another big test next week against Hartford, who have a midweek game against Detroit. So have an opportunity to continue doing that, while Orange County, again, this is it could be their 3rd game without a goal, an away goal.
Tabor Itaka couldn't quite turn the corner. Chavez, though, forced to play it over the end line. It's a corner brought to you by Chick-fil-A coming.
No reason to take this and serve this ball in the box. You don't see Cronali or Kavita coming forward. No Dodson. This needs to stay in the corner. Get it on Pino's foot or Pasher's foot. Try and earn another corner or another throw and just let that clock tick.
Pasher plays it short. Kasim has plenty of space. He shoots. It's blocked away by Chavez.
Almost the exact same spot where he scored that goal of the week nominee against Rhode Island. But again, no need to serve this ball in and get another goal. Keep it in the corner.
Tabor Itaka turns, squares. Perez's shot opportunity blocked, although it looks like he was the last man to touch it. It's going to be a goal kick. Forget time wasting. Morgan Birmingham won a 3rd.
Sure seems that way.
Legion trying to get back here at home and back in the wing column. Looks like they're on their way to doing that. Orange County, meanwhile, the up and downs kind of continue. Orange County got off to such a good start this year. Started with 6 straight unbeaten. Since then, 4-8 since May as those injuries have started to pile up. They've, of course, won some contests throughout that stretch, but they haven't been able to string 2 wins consecutively together going all the way back to April. Looks like that trend is going to continue, unfortunately for them tonight, as we're midway through our minimum of 6 added minutes.
And that's frustrating for a team. You know, you come in, you come out hot and are playing so well, and then you have injury after injury.
Sorto rockets one into the waiting arms of Matt Van Oekel, who makes the save and was fouled. That's been a nice return to action tonight for MVO.
They'll be happy to see some donuts up on the board.
Sorto's been a positive since coming on. Caught that one cleanly, but Van Oekel able to make the stop. Closing in on what would be his 4th clean sheet of the year. Pino brings it down with his chest. Derek Dodson able to keep it moving. Just a couple more minutes left tonight. As Birmingham try to see out would be a 3-point performance here at home. Tyler Pasher again is going to get onto the end of this, just couldn't make his way around the crowd. Dodson went to ground, make it Pino, pardon me, won it back. Tabor Itaka's got options, he's into the area. Tabor Itaka squares, Pasher taps it in. It's icing on the cake for the Legion. 3 second-half goals for the home side equals 3 big points here at home.
And it won't show up on the stat sheet tonight, but there's that man again, Pino, with a tough tackle at midfield, winning the ball for his team, getting it forward. Tabor Itaka taking on the the defender, and laying an easy ball across for Pasher to just walk on and just tap in. And, you know, again, Gomez is kind of left stranded. There's not much he can do about that, and that's got to be frustrating for a goalkeeper, but certainly exciting for Tyler Pasher to get on the end of a cross and score a goal in his return.
Goal brought to you by AT&T, the 4th of the year for Tyler Pasher. He's got a goal, he's got an assist in his first action coming back from injury tonight.
He won't score an easier goal in his career. Again, great ball from Tabor Itaka. He's been bright since he's come on. His pace has been electric. And, Orange County will be licking their wounds on their way back across cross-country flight.
Fans, thanks to today's Legion FC victory, you can use promo code LEGIONWINS online tomorrow only at all Birmingham participating area Papa John's locations to take advantage of a buy one, get one free pizza deal. Again, online tomorrow only, thanks to our friends at Papa John's. Sorto gets one more touch, keeps it in play. Perhaps one final attack coming here for Orange County as Flood races across Dodson. Van Oekel touches it over the top of the bar, out for an Orange County corner.
Yeah, Orange County's not quitting. I give them credit. They've got a lot of young players out there, and they're playing quickly. They're trying to go and get a goal. It doesn't,
That's flicked on just wide. An excellent look from Ashton Miles, but it's been that kind of night for Orange County.
It certainly has, and again, them playing quickly and going and trying to get a goal, again, it's not going to change the 3 points or 1 point, but it could do something for your confidence. It could be somebody's first goal for the club, or just something simple like that, something to take some sort of positive from tonight. And, they'll rue their missed chances. Zubak had a great chance when it was 1-0 to either take a shot. He chose to play it across to his teammate and just overhit it. He hit the crossbar, hit the woodwork in the first half. And then he also had a ball saved from point-blank range from Matt Van Oekel. And, you talk about what they've done scoring first this year. It makes a big, big difference.
3 points, 3 goals for Tom Stone and Birmingham Legion tonight. They're 3-0 winners over Orange County here at Protective Stadium. That is back-to-back strong performances for Birmingham Legion. They went to the Western Conference leaders, New Mexico, last weekend, took a point off them, and they come back here tonight at home, knowing they needed a home result, knowing their home record has not been up to their standards so far this year, and powered by 3 second-half goals. Birmingham Legion take out Orange County in style tonight for win number 9. All Birmingham Legion in the second half. That's the story here on this rainy night in the Magic City. We'll take a timeout and wrap up our coverage when we return in just a moment.
What's up, everybody? I'm Deontay. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is the flavor it provides. It's seasoned to perfection. It's juicy every time. The pepper jack, it melts on top, and it gives it that little kick. Along with the zest from the chicken, it's memorable when you bite into it. Just thinking about how it's stacked up, that's what I look forward to every time. This Spicy Deluxe is fire.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Snow. And those that see the perfect wave.
A little bit more drizzle falling here as the night comes to a close at Protective Stadium in Birmingham. Credit to the fans that came out on a rainy night here in the Magic City. They saw a 3-goal, 3-point performance from Birmingham Legion FC to take out Orange County. And that final score of 3-0. Plenty of smiles from that man, Stefano Pino. A brace for the 33-year-old Brazilian. Meanwhile, Birmingham captain Fonwo Cavita, all smiles as well as his backline keeps a clean sheet. It's the 4th of the year for Matt Van Oekel, and everything clicking for Birmingham here at home tonight. A look at our final stats in Morgan. 19 shots for Birmingham Legion. Orange County, as they created that danger late in the first half, we wondered whether they would rue not putting away a couple of those opportunities. Instead, it was Birmingham who had made the most of their second half chances.
They did, and they see Legion FC 19 shots to Orange County's 11. At times, it didn't feel that way, right? And Orange County saw the onslaught from Legion FC in the second half. They've been a great second half team so far this year, and unfortunately for Orange County, 3 games in a row away without a goal.
Orange County had their opportunities. They created almost as much on the night as Birmingham did, but Birmingham finished some of those big chances in the second half. It earns them a win. Orange County, meanwhile, back to the drawing board, back to Irvine, California to take on another Eastern Conference foe in North Carolina to kick off the month of August. They'll alternate home and road contest as they get August underway and try to keep their playoff positioning there in a very crowded Western Conference playoff race. Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion FC, we talked about it off the top of the broadcast, a big string of home games continues. They're back at home next weekend to take on Hartford Athletic. A quick trip to California before 2 more at home against Detroit City and Pittsburgh. Birmingham Legion trying to make the most of this stretch here at Protective Stadium in Morgan tonight was a very good start to that.
It really was. Again, they have some big games coming up. There's a familiar face in Anderson Asiadu coming back next week. They'll want to make sure they show well and rectify the loss that they had in Hartford earlier this year. And so a good start to a lot of games coming at home. Tom Sohn and his staff will be very happy with that. And to boot, they get a clean sheet.
3-0, all smiles. Tyler Pasher makes his return to the lineup tonight. Came off the bench, and as we might have expected, the Canadian made virtually an instant impact, an assist and a goal scored. And the 37-year-old goalkeeper back in the starting 11 tonight made a couple of big-time stops, did not allow anything in the back of his net. And it's clean sheet number 4 for MVO as Birmingham Legion get a brace from Stefano Pino and 3 second-half goals to power their way past their foes from California tonight. Orange County had some of those big chances there in the first half, didn't make the most of them. Birmingham Legion surely did make the most of theirs in the second 45 minutes. That'll do it for our coverage of the USL Championship tonight in the Magic City on a rainy night. Thanks for sticking with us. For Morgan Copes and our entire crew here in the state of Alabama, thanks for watching, whether you watched on My68 or on ESPN+. We will talk to you next time for another edition of USL Championship Soccer. Once again, our final score tonight, Birmingham Legion 3, Orange County 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.